Hello, this is Beta Ray Ben for Pixel Spank, and today I'm playing the Turing test. At least I think that's what it's called. I know it's got Turing in there, and I can't think of any other word that can come after that to make an actual name for a game. I know little about this other than it's a bit like Portal, which is code for it's a first-person puzzle game, isn't it?
Morning, Eva.
Tom? That's not a good name.
Has been sanctioned by the ISA. We lost contact with the ground crew 450 hours ago.
I'm getting
a
vibe of story here.
We are not getting any responses.
Not sure if Tom is the robot or just someone.
We need you to investigate.
Okay, doesn't it make sense to do visual checks
If he is
first?
the robot, yeah, he's the robot.
At the data.
He reminds me a bit of the Kevin
The
Spacey
ISA
robot
has
from
made the
Moon.
executive decision that you report to the surface post haste. You are our emergency response.
What exactly is the emergency?
The ground crew found an organism the ISA believed to be dangerous. We need to re-establish communication.
Okay, so I am near 2 planets by the look of it. I'm assuming a moon. I like the way that the arms just slightly came out, as though she's running like this. Yeah, I'm getting a definite vibe of Moon so far. Canadian flag. Okay. Canadian flag. Is this a Canadian... No. Canada. I mean, no offense, Canada. You're great, but you never having your own space program, are you? Let's be real. You ain't got the need. Ah,
Pick
spacesuit.
EMT. It's on the side.
EMT.
Okay.
Nope. I thought I knew what
We are
EMT
going to take
was.
a lander to Europa.
Europa.
Make your way to the docking station.
That's a moon of Jupiter? Or somewhere? I got a gun-like implement and I want to use it. I'm wondering what it would be. 2 instincts so far. 1, it's some kind of low-gravity maneuvering device. But I find that unlikely, because we're going to a moon, so there'll be plenty of gravity. 2, some kind of telekinesis device, therefore making it so they don't have to program sort of what's it called, her picking shit up. I thought I was a robot to start with, but if Tom's a robot, oh no, I thought I was a robot because of the Turing thing. Like, this is all one test to see if I'm AI.
What's the ship's status?
I have performed the necessary checks. The Europa lander is ready to launch.
I read docking bay and for some reason I thought of that kind of docking instead of, you know, the regular kind. Yep. That's just no idea. No. One of these windows is supposed to give us the like the money shot where the director's title will come up. I was going to say this is a choice now. Do I go green or red? But in actuality, there's actually 4 choices, so I'm just going to take the right one. Was that a test then? Is this like the Stanley Parable? Have I made a decision, possibly a wrong decision? I doubt it, frankly. I would like to play this in VR.
Retro?
Go.
Fido?
Go.
Guidance?
Go.
Control?
I really like the amount of buttons and shit on display there. And they all look like they do something. They've all got like on and offs, and there's an actual keypad there. Although weirdly it's in alphabetical order. Who would want that?
I'm running the program. 80 degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Trajectory looks good.
Oh, I think I'm dropping
502 alarm.
somewhat
It looks like
vertical.
we're coming in too fast.
We are slightly short.
Not a
of the landing
502.
zone. We are going to have to burn late. Go.
Full retrograde.
The one thing I don't know about this is whether it's secretly a horror game. Because if I get here and xenomorphs are here, I'm just checking out. Although I have for the past 2 Halloweens been meaning to do a scary game for Halloween. It's not that I forget, it's that I never plan far enough in advance for it to happen.
Open the door.
I might actually do it this year,
Welcome to Europa.
despite how much I hate scary games. I don't know if this is a factor of me just recording it now or the game in general, but I'm getting a lot, and I mean a lot, of screen tearing. That's normally something that only happens when I capture games though, so it's probably not the game itself. So that's great. I like how clean everything is. No door. I mean, there's a door, but it's not closed. That's weird. I'm wearing an exosuit still.
How
There's no
long will my
atmosphere.
suit survive these conditions?
At 100 degrees Kelvin, a couple of hours.
100
We should get
degrees
inside.
Kelvin. 100 degrees Kelvin, that's roughly negative 200 Celsius, so quite cold. That's colder than a freezer, but not as cold as space, for reference. Liquid helium is in the range of 5 to 10. No, it doesn't. Oh, my gun! Immediately try and shoot. I think it's a telekinetic job, isn't it?
The base has changed.
What do you mean?
The base was originally constructed as modules to withstand the seismic activity in and around Thera Macula. It appears the ground team have manipulated these modules.
So his mapping data is no longer accurate, but when we walk into a room he will know what it is. Okay. I can do that. That puzzle I could figure out.
The base was built initially by machines.
Hey Tom.
I served as the mind of these operations.
I like the number of
I
cameras he's
arrived
got.
first on Europa in 2240. It costs a lot to send humans into space with the necessary life support, especially such a vast distance from Earth. So, robotics built this place.
So I'm looking at this thinking these two are fully empty. This one is, except there's a torch in there, and this one has a full suit but no torch. There's also notice boards which appear to be made of cork, which seems like an unnecessary expense. Ooh, I suck the thing out. I can do it at distance. Aha! So I can beam those power orbs. That's the first thing I've come
I wonder why the
across.
ground team has changed these rooms.
I have a hypothesis. These rooms are Turing tests.
Turing tests?
Turing tests are tests designed to tell humans and machines apart. Typically, problems only solvable by a human. A combination of logical and lateral thinking.
So, you can't complete these tests, Tom?
No. That is why I am glad you are here to help. We
Where
need to work together.
Did I throw it through the window by accident? Is that possible? I find it hard to believe that a computer couldn't solve this. I thought I knew how the gun works, but not quite. Actually, I looked at the thing on the wall
They
and
really
thought it
have
was already in
completely
there.
repurposed these rooms. I am quite impressed.
So, what were they used for before?
Most of them were used for storage, but they have converted them beyond recognition. Perhaps they ran out of things to do out here. The devil makes work for idle hands.
They got beard. They got beard. They got really bored, so they all took a section of base each and just made a big puzzle. Okay. You know what? I'm starting to realise that this is in fact a switch. Completely unnecessary. There's no real tutorial. It's trying to teach me in an organic way, but just a hint of a this does shit would have been nice. Can it go through the window? Yes. Is there a window here? I still can't figure that out. But looking at this one, that must be what a window looks like. There's the security mesh and everything.
Do you know the ground team's location?
The crew are deeper inside the base, it seems.
They must be trying to survive.
That's a
Can
no.
you find their precise location?
I'm afraid not. I am working to regain control. Though I once had complete control of this base, a lot has changed in the past 500 hours.
I can already get a vibe of almost exactly what's happened here. They've laid on this this puzzle. I can't suck the thing out of there, why not? I can take it out of there though. But I can't pull that. I can rip it off the wall. That doesn't. Oh, for fuck's sake! These puzzles are a bit obtuse. What if I wait? Is this even close? Yeah. Can I? No. So I need to get that thing off there. Maybe is there? No. Does this mean I'm a robot now? Yeah. So they've set up these puzzles. They're trying to figure, and then they woke me up purposefully to figure out if I'm a robot. And I bet their assumption is that if I'm a robot, they must also be robots. Because they wouldn't send like one robot, it would be all or nothing. Going back won't help. This light is throwing me off. And the fact that somehow when I get near it, it gets darker. That's really shitty actually. That's not a realistic effect, is it? Can I just smash this? Oh, this isn't hard. How am I not getting this? What if I go out here and then shoot that up there? I mean, that doesn't gain me anything, does it? Like, at all. Then I've got this. Oh, why? That's so annoying. You have to be at the right angle. I can bring that with me. Put it back in there. What if I shoot? What if? No. No, you can't trick the game. That's fine. Can I just shoot it through the wall? No. It's not complicated. That's the worst part. Alright, let's think. There's this that I can take out and I can put back in. Like fucking hell. With it out, I can't get anywhere. I can't jump at all. I can jump, I just didn't know the button. Alright, can't put that up there. Right. So this definitely has to be in here for me to go anywhere. There's no way around that at all. So that leaves us in here. Now I've got two options. I can go further through here, doing nothing. That gains me nothing because I'm up here. I can't do anything. I could also take this out. No, I could go back through here. Also having done nothing. That gains me nothing. And then there are two options where I take this. But no, I can't go through there if I take it. I can go through here. And I could also take this. Can I shoot that into there? Oh, for fuck's sake, I didn't realise that was an option. God damn it. Why didn't they have better looking symbols for it? They all look the same. Son of a bitch.
So if this base is managed by you, why can't you find the crew?
The base's communication array is malfunctioning. Perhaps we can't solve this yet.
I suspect this requires putting him in a specific place. I wonder if I can just guess it. No, probably not. Means I'm going to have to remember. What does this do? It moves that, and it's some kind of magnet. Okay. Didn't. Oh yeah, it was stuck up there. Okay, I did need to do that then. Since I probably shouldn't have left it here. Okay, I can just hold it. Right, jam that in. That requires 2. Of course, I could have taken one of those with me. Possibly. I'm thinking that thing on the door. That tells me I can't take a charge through. Let's find out. Yeah. And there's no button just to throw it back where it came from, which I suppose would be game breaking. Alright, so this room is no help to us. Ignore that room. Everything occurs in this room. That's a powered thing. Got it. Ah, so green is not constant power. It's an on and off situation.
This doesn't add up.
What does not add up?
If there was an accident, surely they'd come to find me, not try to lock me out.
My instance is still resolving conflicts.
No one said there was an
I expect
accident.
they have their reasons.
Okay, so that needs 2 power. They're kind of put in a weird fashion. Oh, I see. That goes through there and then into there. So I can grab power through that window block. So that this needs to be in here, whatever happens, I suspect. And then put that in there. I should definitely actually go into that room. I didn't go in there. That could have been a huge mistake. I've done nothing. Okay. So, maybe it only needs to be. What if I put that there? Does that help? Well, that's open. I'm not in there, but it's open. Oh, it's staying open. Ah, that only needs 1. Again, that doesn't help. Is this a switch? This is a switch. Okay. Again, I couldn't. It didn't tell me that. It just. Damn it. Could have been there for hours on that. I mean, the first one I spent time on, that was my fuck up, but...
Sorry?
I have 2 instances of my mind, 2 separate versions. A slave mind running on the satellite, and a master running here on the surface. When the communication was cut between the surface base and the satellite, the 2 instances of my mind were separated. So, during all this time, all of my knowledge divided into 2 separate branches. I continue to learn on the satellite, and I continue to learn on the surface. I am trying to merge the knowledge to create a timeline of what's happened here. But there are incongruities between these memories. Conflicts.
Yeah, hey, look at me. The gun seems to purge whenever I go through one of those doors. I don't know if there's anything to that. Okay, that goes up. Okay, so you put power in and they go up. That's fine. And then from here, I grab it from there. Slightly tricky angle. But, yep, it's fine. Is this a mural?
This is the command center.
Oh.
You can check on the crew status from here.
Ah, so there's the satellite I started on. This is the moon I'm on, and this is what I think is Jupiter. Yep, there's the eye, and it can't be Saturn because there's no rings. I was between Saturn and Jupiter, you see. Yep, that's not what I thought would happen. I thought I'd actually use it as a radio. Okay. That looks like a fancy headset. Well, no, does it? Is it that? Which way up does it go for a start? It must go that way. So those go in your ear, and the back bit sits on your neck. The bit that really annoys me is it's got a 3.5mm jack, which obviously Apple have just decided is no longer the future. So this is like seeing the CRT screens in Alien. Although now that I think about it, that's a ham radio, so it's all kind of old. Actual blueprints. It's a mug. That symbol looks a bit like NASA's. Ashiyama Industries. Oh, my name is Turing. No, I don't like that. Losing her parents at a young age, Ava Turing was sent to military engineer school. Why? Are they related facts? Shortly after graduating, she enlisted in the US Navy and trained as a pilot. Again, why? Why not the Air Force and train as a pilot? Due to her exemplary service record and willingness to leave Earth for extended periods of time, Turing was recruited by the ISA, International Space Agency, on the exploratory mission to Jupiter. Nailed it. Jupiter's Europa. Turing's role aboard the Fortuna is engineer and vehicle officer. Alright, so we got Dr. Soshi Yui from Japan. These are actual people, I've now realised. She's got a weird shaped head. Mikhail Tokarev, MD, from, you guessed it, Russia. 2202, this is 200 years in the future, okay. Current objective terminated. So he's the ship's doctor. We got another engineer, Chris McLean, the Canadian of the group. I think we looked at his bedroom. And another Canadian, Daniel McLean. Looking at these two, they might be related. They are in fact clones or twins. Hard to say. Both his stuff is classified though. Weird. And a Syrian woman. Okay. Note, I can see her hair, so she's either not a Muslim or we're in more enlightened times. In fact, both those things are the same thing. What is that? Is that a radio? Or something more? It's very sturdy, it's got speakers, it's got a weirdly large handle, and it says DAB on it. Yeah. I'm starting to think the designers of this had no imagination for certain mundane objects. That I can do. I say I can do it, but holding X does nothing. Maybe I can't touch here. Let's not. What am I doing here exactly? I got distracted by all of the stuff. There's a lot of touchpads. A microscope. Let's look at it. Note, binocular things. I nearly knew the right words and then I completely forgot. It allows you to see the thing better than one eye. Yeah, this is pointless. They wouldn't bring a microscope, would they? A microscope like that, you can't really use that for anything. A lot of speakers.
Tom, start recording.
I am always recording, Daniel.
The day is January the 6th. My watch says it's 2:30 on Earth. Here we are, members of the human race,
I want to open that.
standing on Jupiter's moon Europa. I'm Captain Daniel McLean. I'm joined here by the rest of my team. It is our intention to make this moon our home.
Nothing information-wise there. Alright, so a lot of stuff was cancelled. These are all supplies. From about here onwards, they're just all cancelled. Okay. If I was paying close attention to those dates, they'd probably tell me something. Oh, hello. No, useless. At what point does it mirror? It's the right way. Come on. Amazing technology. That alone is unfathomably complicated. Reactor 15%, 5 degrees. Heat dispensers at Okay. That's those percentages at the bottom are quite high. Don't like the look at that. Environment. 20% oxygen, 80% nitrogen, around 1% other gases. That's Earth normal, pretty much. There's a drill module. Curious. All consumables. We've got frozen meals. 400 vegetarian. Wonder which one's the vegetarian. I have an ability to pick out the word vegetarian very quickly. Ooh. Look at that. It broke. Creepy. All his stuff was classified as well. There's 18 ice cream sandwiches. That's... yeah. That's a really weird list of things. Like, frozen meals, I get. And then it goes down to tortillas, noodles, sealed snacks, potatoes, lettuces. Why? And ice cream sandwiches. Medicine. I don't think oxygen's a drug, particularly. Alcohol, nicotine. Why nicotine? Who's smoking? It's the future. People don't smoke. Comment, we need more ice cream. A certain someone ate all the strawberry ones. Chris. I bet it was his brother. Okay, these screens just say logistical and then break. And there's actually a door out of here. I didn't need to spend all that time in there, did I? I got my gun back. A loading screen? Apparently that was chapter 1. I might make this an occasional series, just come back to it every now and again. Not every week, like every so often when I'm bored.
What condition should I expect to find the ground crew in?
Daniel went missing days ago. Chris is presumed dead. We are expecting to find Sarah, Mikhail, and Sochi in a stable condition.
Chris is dead?
He was involved in an accident.
That was no accident. Okay, I kind of just walked in here and started doing stuff at random, so I've got nothing. You know what? We'll leave it there. If I come back to this, which I probably will, because it's quite intriguing, isn't it? We'll find out the mysteries of this expedition then. Thanks for watching.